Welcome to Gayatri Yoga, my friends. I hope all of you are doing great today. In today's practice, we are focusing on our full body. We'll make it an energizing, heart-opening practice. At the same time, we'll try to become a little bit more grounded, connected to the earth, and connected to our heart. We'll begin the practice in our child's pose, grounding towards the earth, lowering down to the earth. And if hips are not touching the heels, that's completely fine wherever you are, trying to relax as much as you can. And as you tune in and observe what's going on in your body today, just try to reflect what is restricting you from going all the way down. Is it something in the back line of your body, maybe your glutes, your lower back, or is it the hip flexors? Something feels stuck here and you cannot go any lower. Maybe your quads are tight, maybe the knees. Just reflect, begin to tune in into the body, observe the signals that it's giving you. And slowly begin letting go any unnecessary thoughts. Taking in nice and long inhales, nice and long exhales, inhales, and exhales. Softening your face muscles, relaxing your jaw, your lips, your tongue. And as you do it, feel your pelvic floor relaxing. It's all connected, one deep frontal line. Relaxing your lower back, your hips, and I try to lengthen your inhales. Pause for a moment and then exhale, making your exhale even longer. Inhale, breathe into your back line. Exhale. Breathing in and breathing out through the nose, keeping your mouth closed. When you're ready, send the gaze in between the palms and lower the elbows down. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, feel your lower back rounding, tuck the chin. And now lift the elbows and then lower the hips down. Lower the elbows, move the shoulders forward, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, lift the elbows rounding. Exhale, shifting the hips back and begin moving forward. And backwards. Draw the pubic bone, rounding your back, lifting the elbows. Exhale, shifting the hips back. Lower the elbows down. Lift the hips, move the shoulders forward. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs round. Lift the elbows, protract the shoulders. Exhale, shift the hips back. Inhale, lift the hips and begin bending the elbows, roll the biceps out 90 degrees. Exhale, press up, shift the hips back. Inhale up, roll the biceps out, bend the elbows. Press up, push the floor away, shift the hips back, engage in the arms, activating your shoulders. Inhaling, rising up, rolling the biceps out, bend the elbows 90 degrees, keep your front line straight. Exhale, shift the hips back, find your child's pose. Now inhale, roll the biceps out, reach the elbows to the floor, reaching your chest between the palms. Find your cobra, lift through the heart. Exhale, press the palms into the mat, lifting the hips. Shift the hips back. Child's pose, lowering the elbows down, sliding forward, lifting the elbows, extending the arms if you can. Finding your cobra. Exhale, shift the hips back. Child's pose. Begin to cultivate the energy. Inhale through the nose, moving to the front, stretch through the front of your body. Exhale, shift the hips back. Find your child's pose. One more time. Keep your elbows reaching towards one another. Roll the biceps out, sliding forward, lifting through the heart, extending the arms. Keep your legs together. Exhale, shift the hips back. Find your child's pose. Inhale, rising up towards the tabletop, curling the toes. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Round your lower back, middle back, upper back. Tuck the chin, roll the biceps out and push the floor away from you. And from here, lift the knees, hover the floor. Keep pushing the floor. And let's exhale forcefully for a count of 20. Draw the navel towards the spine. Inhale, lower the knees down. Exhale, shift the hips back. Find your child's pose. Inhale, rising up. Curl the toes, roll the biceps out. Lift the knees. And one more time. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Press the floor away from you. Feel your back line rounding. And now draw your abs as fast as you can and as forcefully as you can towards the spine as you exhale. For a count of 30. Inhale, lengthen in your neck. Exhale, reach the chest, your armpits towards the knees, towards the thighs, and slowly begin extending the legs. Observe what's happening in the back of your legs. Exhale, bend the knees, reach the knees to the floor, squat, keep your heels lifted. Exhale, extend the legs, fold into a downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels, squat. Exhale, downward dog. One more time. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels, squat, reach the glutes towards the ankles. Exhale, extend the legs and reach the heels down. Walk your legs here in your downward dog. Observe how your hamstrings feel today, your calf muscles. You can play with moving your hips from side to side, lengthening on the sides of the body, connecting to your body, connecting to the sensations, allowing you to find, allowing yourself to focus on some nice, juicy stretches that make you feel good. And when you're ready, slowly lengthen in your back, gaze to the front. Exhale, bend the knees, lift the heels, pass the knees, 1, 2, and jump to the front. Inhale, very slowly lift the arms up and find your chair. Squeeze your inner thighs together, draw your shoulders down, roll the biceps out. As if you're trying to protect the shoulders. Feel nice opening in your back. And slowly extend the arms. Exhale, lower the arms down. Find your mountain pose. Step to the front of your mat if you're not at the front of your mat. You can close your eyes for a moment and take a moment to observe your balance. Inhale and exhale. Slowly begin rolling down your spine, one vertebra by vertebra at a time. Tucking the chin first, breathing into the back of your neck. Breathing into your middle back as you roll more and more towards the floor, letting your arms be heavy. And breathe into the back line of your body. Breathe into the back ribs, your lower back. And maybe you would need to micro bend the knees to touch the floor. Inhale and exhale. Scoop your pubic bone towards the ribs. Feel the connection to the core, to the pelvic floor. And slowly rising up. Extend the legs. lie the knees over the heels, hips over the knees, shoulders over the hips, crown of the head over the spine. One more time, inhale, exhale, begin rolling down your spine, breathe into the back line of your body. Try not to rush, connecting to each and every sensation, and observe where you feel kind of stuck, where you feel that the back line is not folding, is not rolling down smoothly. Is it in your middle back, your upper back, maybe your lower back? Micro bending the knees if needed. Inhale, exhale, scoop your pubic bone towards the ribs, engage the core, and then slowly begin rising up, extending your knees, taking the hips over the ankles, shoulders over the hips, crown of the head over the spine. Relax the root of your tongue, relax your lips, your jaw. When you're ready, bring the palms to the heart center and find your back bend variation. You can back bend with your knees bent, or you can bend the elbows at a 90-degree angle. Find the option that works for you, that make you feel good and not suffer. Lift through the heart, stretch through the front of the body. And exhaling, slowly folding down, micro bending the knees if needed, reaching the palms to the floor or the shins, reach your nose towards the shins or the knees. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up, lengthening. Exhaling, stepping your feet back into plank and lowering down to your knees, chest and chin, roll the biceps out. This is your variation for chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and try to lift the torso in one line, plank, downward dog. Inhale, send the gaze to the front. Exhale, pass the knees to the floor. 1, 2, and use the springy motion from the balls of the feet, connect to the back line of your body to jump to the front. Inhaling, lifting the chest halfway up. Exhaling, folding down, observe what's happening in your hamstrings. Inhaling, bending the knees and lifting your arms up, finding your chair. Inhale, rising up to standing, finding your back bend. Exhale, return, bring your palms towards the heart. Inhaling, finding your back bend variation. Exhaling, folding down, standing forward fold, shifting the weight to the balls of the feet. Inhaling, halfway up. Exhale, step walk, or if you're ready, you can jump into plank or straight into chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog, lift through the heart. Exhale, lift the hips, shift the hips back, find your downward dog. Inhale, bend the knees and pass the knees to the floor. 1, 2, and spring to the front. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, straighten the legs. Exhale, standing forward fold. Little by little, begin working on extending your legs. In your standing forward fold, shift the waist towards the balls of the feet. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms up, send the hips back and focus on stretching in your glutes. Lift the arms, draw your shoulders down. Breathe. Inhale, rising up to standing, finding your back bend variation, engage the core and engage the glutes. Exhale, Namaste here. Connecting to the sensations, observing your body awakening, energy beginning to move. Draw the pubic bone slightly in, finding neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Feel nice activation in your lower belly and your pelvic floor. Land your shoulders over the hips. One more time, inhale, lift the arms up and find your back bend variation. You can start with your knees bent. Once you find your back bend, you can extend the legs. Exhaling, slowly folding down. Inhaling, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or jump into chaturanga. Engage the core. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, shift the hips back and up, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and pulse for 5. 1, 2, square the hip, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, step your right foot to the front of the mat. Keep your back heel lifted, engage the core. Find your balance, squeeze the glutes, squeeze your inner thighs towards one another and send the left heel back. Slowly rising up, lift through the heart and stretch through the front of your body. Exhale, frame your front foot. And now, as you press the floor away from you, round your back and lift your right foot off the mat and hover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, extend your right leg all the way back into one-legged plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, roll the biceps out, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lifting through the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back and up, downward dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, square the hips, pass your left leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, step your left foot to the front of the mat. Engage the core, find your balance, send your right heel back, root your ball of the left foot into the mat, squeeze the glutes, your inner thighs. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, feel the connection to this area. And then swing your arms up, find your back bend. Exhale, frame the foot, press the floor away from you. Feel your upper back rounding, push, and now connect to your hip flexor. Lift the foot, you can bend the knee and hold for 1, 2, compress your thigh to the chest, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly extend your left leg back. Keep sending your right heel back. Gaze to the front, lengthening your neck. Exhale, roll the biceps out, bend the elbows. One-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips, shift the hips back and up, downward dog. Inhale, send the gaze to the front. Exhale, jump or walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, fall down. Hug the knees at the back. Stay here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, wherever you are. 3, this is your practice. 4 and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, folding down. 5 more breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Inhale, lift the chest halfway up. Exhale, bend the knees and lift the arms up. And from here, you can stay, or if you want to engage your back line, engage the glutes, that will help you to relax at the front, because when the back line engages, the front line relaxes. If you want to go with me, begin pulsing for 10 very slowly. Squeeze the glutes and keep squeezing as you go down and feel a nice stretch happening here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze your inner thighs. 9, 10. Now bring the palms to the heart. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook the elbow to the outside or your forearm and reach your right arm back. Breathe. Inhale, lift your right foot off the mat. Stay hooked to your right leg and cross it over the left. Bring the palms to the heart. Squeeze your inner thighs, bring your palms to the heart. And when you're ready, bring the palms to the floor and find your arm balance. Lift the hips, squeeze your inner thighs together. Exhale, lower the feet down and rising up, returning back to your twist. Stay connected to your thigh. Inhale and exhale, slowly uncross your thighs. Bring your right foot to the floor. Realign yourself in your chair. Inhale, exhale, return to the front. Realign yourself. Inhale, exhale, twist to the left. Have the palms stacked and send your left shoulder back. Or extend your arms. Try to keep your knees in one line and your hips neutral. Gaze up to the ceiling or the back of the room. And now slowly bring the weight towards the right foot. Lift your left foot and cross your left thigh over the right. Squeeze your inner thighs. Squat as low as you can. Try to keep the connection to your thigh as you lift your left foot and cross your left thigh over the right. Keep grounding your right ball of the foot to the floor. Stay connected to the earth. Squeeze your inner thighs. Engage your pelvic floor. Engage the glutes. You can stay here. You can try your arm balance. Slowly lower the palms down and begin bending the elbows. Reaching your forehead to the front and bring the weight of your hip towards your right tricep and keep squeezing your inner thighs, and it's going to help you lift your feet and stay here for 1. Breathe. 2, 3, 4. Press your whole palms into the mat. 5. And now lower the feet down and rise up and return to your balancing twisted chair. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bring your left foot back to the floor. Stay connected to your outer left thigh. Inhale and exhale. Slowly release the twist. Inhale, lift the arms up, back to chair. Exhale, stand up tall and lower the arms down. Observe what's going on in your body. Observe the energy. Step to the front of your mat if you're not at the front of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms up and find your back bend variation. Exhaling, slowly folding down, lengthen in your back line. Inhaling, halfway up. Exhale, step or jump back into plank or chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog, roll the biceps out, lift through the heart. Exhale, shift the hips back, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Keep your back heel lifted and rise up, squeezing your inner thighs, engaging the glutes. Find your back bend. And now slowly extend your front leg. Keep your back heel balancing. And now rounding your back. Reaching your forehead to the floor. Reaching your fingertips to the floor and the front. Bending your back knee and slowly stretching through the front leg, extending through your front body and extending your left leg back up. Exhale, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Round your back very slowly. Keep connecting your right foot to the ground, reaching your palms to the floor. Maybe tuck the chin. Try to round in your back and then bending the knee and keep reaching the left heel to the back of the room. And now begin finding the arch, stretching through the front line of your body and then extending your left leg. Bend the front knee and pulse your left knee to the floor for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower your left knee all the way down and sink the hips and find your back bend variation. Stretch through the front line of your body. And exhale, engage the core and the glutes. Slowly begin rounding in your back line, shifting the hips slightly back, reach the palms to the floor and round your back. Inhale, shift the hips forward to the floor, begin lifting the arms up, finding your back bend variation. And exhale, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs and round your lower back, middle back, upper back. Reach your palms to the floor, rounding your back. Inhale, bring your back to neutral, gaze to the front. Keep your palms on the mat. Lift your back knee up. And as you lift your right foot off the mat and bend the knee, inhale and exhale, bend the elbows first and then extend your right leg. One-legged chaturanga. Inhale, one-legged upward dog. Exhale, shift the hips back and up. One-legged upward dog. Externally rotate the hip, lift your right leg as high as you can, and reach your right foot all the way back towards the left palm, and transition into your wild thing pose. Lift through the heart. And exhale, slowly returning to your one-legged downward dog. Exhale, shift your shoulders forward, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, one-legged upward dog, bend your right knee and reach the foot to the head to the foot. And then exhale, shifting the hips back, one-legged dog. Lower your right leg down. And observe how you feel, observe the energy. Inhale, lift your left leg up and step it to the front of the mat. Keep your back heel lifted, send your right heel back. Root the left foot, especially the ball of the foot. Why we lose balance? Because we don't have the connection to the deep frontal line. It's our inner thighs, the pelvic floor, the core, the diaphragm, the throat, the tongue. It's all one line. So try to power up through that internal deep line and focus on rooting the ball of the foot into the mat. Shifts your right heel back, squeeze the glutes. Imagine you're squeezing a block in between the inner thighs, and you should right away feel this lifting energy. Then draw your pubic bone slightly in. You will feel a little scooping, and you will feel the connection to your deep core line. And then lift the arms up. Keep sending your right heel back. Find your balance. Lift through the heart. You can add a gentle back bend if you wish. And exhale, slowly returning to neutral, extending your front leg and rounding in your back line, reaching your forehead towards the floor, tucking the chin, and keep sending your right heel back. Very challenging for your balance. And now begin extending your back, extending the front line, kind of arching your back, lifting the arms, and bending your back knee, lifting through the heart, and exhaling, straightening the back leg and rounding one more time. Root the left ball of the foot to the floor. Keep reaching your fingertips away. One more time. Begin straightening through the front line, bending the back knee. Keep sending your right heel back. Work on your ankle flexibility also. And then exhale, extend your right knee. Engage the core, shift your weight forward, bend the front knee. Find your balance. And now start tapping the right knee to the floor for 10. 1, engage the glutes. 2, draw your shoulders down. 3, 4, 5, try to find the springy motion. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, lower your right knee down and sink the hips forward and down, and then begin lifting through your pelvic bone up, through your belly, your heart, your sternum, up to the sky, and you draw the shoulders down, find your back bend. And exhale, engage the glutes and the core. Return your head to neutral, shoulders to neutral, and reach your palms to the floor, shifting the hips slightly back, and draw the pubic bone towards ribs and lengthening your lower back, rounding your middle back, upper back. Inhale, sink the hips, lift through the heart, find your back bend, open the heart, energize, open the throat. And exhale, return, shift the hips back, rounding, reversing the movement. One more time, inhale, sink the hips, lift through the heart. Exhale, rounding, and stay here for a couple of breaths. Focus on stretching your back line. Inhale, gaze to the front, you can lower the hips. Keep your back in neutral. Bring the palms to the floor. Lift your back knee up. And now lift your left foot. Compress your thigh towards the belly. And as you do it, bend the elbows 90 degrees first, and then extend your left leg, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, one-legged upward dog. Exhale, shift the hips back. Push the hips away and up into one-legged downward dog. Exhale, open the hip, lift your leg as high as you can, bend the knee. And now begin twisting even more, opening the hip, lowering your left foot as close to the right palm as possible, and then lift the hips up. Find your wild thing pose variation. Reach the hips up, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, returning back to your one-legged downward dog. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, one-legged upward dog. Bend the knee, roll the biceps out, and as you sink the hips, find your back bend, reach the foot to the head towards the foot. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga, and now press up plank, one-legged downward dog. Exhale, lower your left leg down. Take a moment to observe the sensations. Inhale and exhale, lower the knees down, shift the hips back, find your child's pose, and you can keep your toes curled. Slowing down your breathing, observe the energy, observe the heat. Slowing down your breathing. And when you're ready, slowly begin rising your torso up, uncurling the toes. Bring your palms to the floor, align the fingertips with your knees or a little closer towards the hips. And begin pressing your feet into the floor and squeezing your heels together, squeezing your inner thighs together, your block, your towel, and begin lifting your knees up. Compress the thighs to the belly and lift the hips up as high as you can. Stretch the tops of the feet, and now lower the knees down and up. And as you lift up, round through your back. 2, 3, try to keep the connection to your core, and if you rise up, 4, 5, 6, squeeze your pelvic floor. 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower the knees down. Rise up, align the shoulders over the hips, and take a moment to observe. You can even bring the palms to your abs and feel a nice engagement in your abs. And now transition into your tabletop, and from your tabletop keep your feet uncurled, spread the fingers, roll the biceps out, draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, And now begin lifting the knees and staying here for 1. You can tuck the chin. 2, 3, squeeze your inner thighs. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now pass the knees to the floor. 1, 2, keep the knees together and extend. 1, 2, maybe you can squeeze the block in between and extend. 1, 2, and extend. Stretch through your back line. Squeeze. 1, 2, and extend. Last one. 1, squeeze your inner thighs. 2, and extend. Draw the pubic bone towards the ribs. Roll the biceps out. Reach the heels back. Exhale, lower the knees down. Shift the hips back. Find your sitting on your knees position. And observe the sensations. Observe where you feel the engagement. Maybe you have a little more sensations, exhalations, a little more to the back line of your body, like deep inside, but more to the back rather than the front. Slow down your breathing. Observe the energy. Maybe you're sweating. Breathe. Nice and on inhale. Pause. And exhale. Nice and on inhale. Pause. And slow exhale. And when you're ready, lift the hips up to stay on your knees. Begin rolling your chin down, rounding your neck. Breathe into your upper back as you round a little more. Middle back. Lower back as you round. And you begin to direct the hips towards the heels, but without sitting all the way down. Scoop your pubic bone towards the ribs. Engage the core, connect to your pelvic floor, and then rise up and extend through the front line. Align the crown of the head over the spine. Exhale, rolling down, breathing into your back body. Exhaling, lowering the hips down. Inhale, scoop your pubic bone and rise up, stretch through the front line. And we're going to move for each inhale and exhale. Exhale, rolling down, squatting. Inhale, scooping up, rising up, stretching through the front. Exhaling, rolling your spine down. Lowering the hips, scooping your pubic bone. Inhale, rising up, connect to your front line. Exhaling, rolling down. Rounding, shifting the hips back, and you can engage the core and even sweep your arms up to rise up. Exhaling, rolling down. Shifting the hips back, engage the core, and scoop your pubic bone, rise up. And lower the arms down. And now try to keep your thighs, your torso in one line as you lean back. Lean back and press through your lower legs into the mat and your feet. If you don't have enough connection, maybe you have a large gap here, roll the mat or put a towel to feel more pressure, to connection to the floor. And it's going to help you to find your balance. Scoop your pubic bone towards the ribs a little bit and feel this line of energy going up. And then begin engaging the glutes, your inner thighs, and pressing your feet into the mat, leaning back, and then scoop your pubic bone and rise up. Exhale, down, straight line. Exhale, scoop your pubic bone and rise up. Very hard for your quads. Slowly draw the pubic bone towards the ribs, leaning back, maybe hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, scoop your pubic bone and rise up. And now lower the hips down. Taking a moment to observe the nice awareness, the engagement in your front line, in your core, in your quads, your shoulders from your planks and chaturangas. Feel a nice opening in your heart after your back bends. Nice awareness in your back line after your hamstring stretches, rolling up and down. waking up your back line of fascia. Your whole body is awakened, fully present. Bring your palms towards the heart. And take a moment to think about any changes in the way your body feels, your heart, your mind after this quick practice. Being grateful for everything your body was able to accomplish today, for all the energy it was able to cultivate, for all the stress and tension it was able to release. Thank you guys for joining me for this quick flow. I hope you feel great, awakened, energized, nice activation in major muscles, and at the same time you feel a little more rooted, grounded to the earth from your balancing moves. Let me know in the comments below how you feel. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed here. Turn on the notifications if you like this flow and you would like to access many other flows that are available at Gayatri.yoga. Please join me, leave me a comment, press the like button, share with your friends. Until we practice again, Namaste.